Hello, my name is Bill Haley, and this is for Haley 2024, The Movements, Government Reform Ideas. Now, this is going to be on competitive school boards. What is the basics of the competitive school boards? First of all, it's a new school choice program. And how does it work? I got the abbreviated version on my a lot of my social media and an extended version on my website. Everything's on my website. So the structure of the CRA structure of what we're doing to make competitive governance is the structure for the competitive school boards. There's videos on that, and you can understand that within the on my website with information on my website. But wherever you get this video, most likely you're going to find more on my competitive regulatory agencies. So every state will create a dozen school boards using the CRA structure. Natural divisions in educational philosophy will occur among school boards. Conservative and liberals, Catholics and Protestants, Jewish, Muslims, everybody will have a different way of wanting to educate their children, and they can do that. So let's continue going, or secular or whatever. So, but there's a lot of educational philosophy, more arts-based, more English-based, more math-based, more social justice based. Whatever you want to do, you get to choose what school board and then their philosophy of which one you want to join. There will be a local component in every locality. So the state splits it up into 12. All you have to do is have 5% of your fellow citizens to gather it around, and you get a school board statewide. Then there'll be a local component as well. Parents select their school board. The biggest thing in here is this slide. Parents select their school boards. Parents elect their school board leadership within the membership. So whoever selects school board A, their members get to vote on the leadership of that school board A. And people who select school board B, they elect their leadership. So you select and then you elect. Every school board receives this percentage of the education budget, classroom, and other assets based on their share of students. Now, my complete version is a little bit different than this. Look at my website for the complete version. But this is the, without going too complicated, this is the way it's going to work. But it goes a little bit more in depth on my website. So every school board receives this percentage of the education budget, classrooms, and other assets based on the share of students. So that's highly important. The following year, it might change around because people's like, oh, I don't like the way this school board worked. I'm going to switch over for the following school year. They can do that, and that money is going to follow the student. Every school board sets its own teacher standards and hires staff, so that's highly important. Every school board sets its educational goals and policies, highly important. School boards don't need to stay within the standard 180 days a year and 6 hours a day. All policies are up for change. So yes, there will be a system to make sure there's people are getting educated and there's not educational neglect. But that's a separate system. There's a lot of ways to educate children. It doesn't have to be the exact same 180 days, 6 days a week, 6 hours a day type of model. One school board stays secular. All the other school boards can have a religious environment as their students learn about academics. There can be some standards about not going too far overboard with this, but people should be able to read the Bible and learn religious text as they learn their academics. Again, everything within reason, and there's a structure around it. But as long as they're learning their academics, everything should be fine. School boards may charge their members extra or economize and deposit money in their students' educational accounts for the future. And again, on my website, I go a little bit farther in depth on this, and I do a little bit differently, but this is just for a quick understanding of this. The entire college system can follow a similar structure, and this is highly important. Each K-12 and college school board would create its own degree and licensing boards. Now, when you're out there in the business world, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, accountant, business person, whatever, you get to examine what school boards' degrees are worth something and what school boards' degrees are not worth that much. And you get to make those determinations when hiring people. So quality is going to be important, and you want to have that high quality, or you're not going to get hired in there saying I have a degree from School Board X and School Board X didn't have that higher standards. It's going to be known, and the rating system is going to play a big role in that. The rating system would address low academic achievement, abuse, and corruption. So there's a system for that. So everything's easy to find on Haley2024.org. And again, what I just said right there has slight changes, but I need to just get a simple version of it for an abbreviated version. More complex versions on my website, but it's basically that same thing where you have competitive school boards. Until the next video.